Hello, so today a bit of a life update since I haven't made a video for, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks now. Okay, so I haven't done... So I just checked and it's been almost a month. But I have a really good excuse. I hurt myself pretty badly, to be honest. My tendon was damaged to 25%, so it was not like the worst case scenario. But still I got an operation. And now my hand is in a splint, as basically my thumb is not allowed to do this because this tendon was damaged, and so I cannot do that because it needs to get better before I can move it again. So it's in a splint for now. I have this splint for 4 weeks and then an extra 2 weeks where I'm supposed to wear it at night only, where I might also wear it during the day because, to be honest, I'm like really scared to do it too early. So yes, my left hand is basically unusable these days. So I can still, kind of hold things, but I cannot grab. Thumbs are super useful. Who would have known? So I cannot cook myself. So my boyfriend basically has to cook these days. He's learning to cook, by the way, so that's good. I cannot sculpt, obviously. This is just impossible to sculpt with just one hand. So lots of things that I cannot do. However, and that's a good thing, I can paint. So for the last weeks I have solely focused on painting, which is good because I have a room to paint here in Vannes. It's in a place called Dédale, and I'm going to make a video about it, about the whole process, a time-lapse. And basically it's an old building. I have done my first mural there. I don't know if you've seen that video, but that first mural I did was at the second floor, a place where you can just go and paint whatever you want. And now I have an official room, so I got selected, and then people are going to see that room, so it's really exciting for me and I'm having a lot of fun. So luckily I'm right-handed and then I can, paint all the time, so that's good. I haven't told you how I did this. It was really stupid, like most accidents are in hindsight, I think. I had the really bright idea to clean my palette, my acrylic palette, with a cutter. And yeah, whoops. And then I cut some skin off. I mean, at least the cutter, it was a new blade, so it was a very clean cut. But I mean, still, suddenly I had a hole in my hand and then you could see the tendon, which is never a good thing. And so we went to the emergency right away. It was in the evening, so it was pretty late. I think we arrived there at 11 p.m. or something like that. And the nurse first looked at it and said, "Oh, that's fine, it's going to be all right, and it looks clean and everything." And then the doctor came and then he was like, "Yeah, well, you can see the tendon, so you're going to have to come back tomorrow so I can operate you." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And so he said, "You have to come at 11 a.m. and then you're going to be operated at some point." It took the day, although it was probably one of the best days I've ever had because everyone was so nice at the hospital, super friendly, and everyone was keeping check on me and asking me how I was, if everything was fine. They were all just so nice, so I actually had a great day there. It was the 14th of February, which I'm probably going to remember because usually I just don't do anything for Valentine's Day, but this day was kind of like memorable for me. So it was actually a great day. They also they did I don't know how you say it, anesthesia. Basically the whole arm got put into sleep. I don't know how you say it in English. It's anesthesia in French. And so that's really weird because then you can touch your hand, but it's kind of like a dead hand, but a warm dead hand. So you kind of feel everything with this hand, but not with this one. So that's really weird. At first I had a bandage, but the bandage was really tight, and I've seen that already at the first evening. I was like, this is too tight. It was hurting basically, but not where the wound was, but at the intersection here between, you know, the fingers and the thumb. And so I was like, okay, this is really hurting. I phoned them back and they said, well, you can put some ice on top, that will help, but maybe the bandage is too tight and you might want to check with your regular doctor, whatever that's called in English. It was just before the weekend. Saturday my hand started to swell, and on Sunday I had an oedema, really thick hand, and it was awful really. My fingers were kind of uneasy, and I almost, you know, the circulation was really bad, and at night it was just worse. So on Monday, first thing in the morning, I called everyone and asked, well, what should I do? And then they told me to go to see like my regular, my generalists, whatever, the doctor, to remove the bandage, and so the whole of Monday was just excruciatingly long and just painful, because I knew I was going to remove that bandage, and so I could not wait for it to happen. And when the doctor removed it, it was just such a relief, you know. And then I got that splint. So as I said, I am not allowed to move the thumb. And yeah, it was much, much better. Yeah, so weird month, really weird month. I mean, I cannot say I had a bad month, because I was painting. I've been painting at Dédale, my room, for most of the month, and it's been quite magical, to be honest, because you just go there and it feels kind of like holidays, because, you know, you're not in your usual studio. You get coupons to go to the restaurant for lunch. So, and the weather was really nice, probably too nice for the season, which, I mean, that's worrisome, but sun is also really nice. So, I mean, it's just, I had a good month, but it was weird because, you know, hand, and I'm super limited because of it. And apart from that, since it's an update and quite a lot of things have been happening, the second thing I want to talk about are art shows. I'm going to an art show to Paris this week. Gosh, tomorrow actually. I'm leaving for Paris tomorrow, and there's an art show in Paris which is called Salon d'Art Abordable, which is basically affordable art fair. It's a small one. I've read that we are about 50 artists. I have no clue what to expect from it. I'm going to bring a few sculptures with me, 6 to be precise. And I also want to take some watercolors and then get them framed in Paris. We will see. I hope to at least have some, you know, some nice time and chat with other artists, maybe have some contacts. I really have no clue. It might be a loss of time and money, but I mean, we will see. And I have 2 other art shows. One is locally in Vannes, end of March, and the other one, it's more a creative market than an art show, but I feel like it's basically the same in the sense that I think we're going to be 100 artists there, if I'm not mistaken. And it's going to be in Dubai in April, around the 13th, 14th, something like that. I'm going to link down below. I wrote about it. I always update my blog because it's, I mean, pretty fast, but I rarely update my YouTube channel because it's not fast. So I'm going to link down below all the details of what I'm talking about, so you kind of know what it is. And yeah, and the third thing, I have been working on a collaboration with Miles Art. I made 1 sculpture for now, but I'm going to make about 10. So this is really exciting for me, quite interesting as well. So I've thought of doing an update video for the last month, basically since this happened. But I don't know, I was really tired at first. Probably because my hand was healing, so all my energy went into painting my murals, and then when I was at home I was just too tired to do much. So I think that was also a reason why I didn't really bother with an update for YouTube. And then I thought about doing a studio tour, but that means I would have to clean my studio first, And I mean, I just cannot be bothered. And I mean, not just clean, but there are things here that I've been meaning to sell on eBay or give away or something for months. And I haven't done that yet because it's just, ugh, you know, I just... Sometimes I wish you could just snap your fingers and then, you know, the stuff would go away to someone who really needs it. But trying to sell it on eBay means you have to package it, but all my packaging right now has been recycled into boxes for my sculptures. And so that would mean that if you want to sell something on eBay, you actually have to buy packaging. I mean, who does that? So I'm like, no, I don't want to. So my cat is really, I'm just going to show you. Yeah, my cat, basically. He's kind of like a baby sometimes, you know? But you never know when he's like this, because he might want to play, so he might, you know, grab stuff, especially now I'm talking, so he's getting excited. Oh. Yeah, he's really like a baby. Just... I mean, he's an adult. Well, teen, technically. Young adult. And he hurt his ear pretty badly, but I mean, another story for another time. Ah, cannot. Crap. Well, then I'm going to finish this video like this, because this hand cannot put the camera up again. So silly. I don't know. Thank you for watching if you watched this. Very interesting update. If you want to see a studio tour, maybe insist in the comments, because otherwise it's not going to happen. I mean, we're in 2019 and I wanted to make a studio tour last year already, so I'm going to be honest, might not happen. See you in my next video, which is going to come out end of March, most likely, about the mural painting. I'm going to add a few snippets here and there at the end of the video, just to get, you know, your mouth water. It's going to be a very long video. It was fun to chat, I guess. I don't know. I hope you're all peachy and that nobody is like me and, you know, cut his or her hand. And yeah, I'm going to see you in my next video. End of March. Bye. Oh my god, I'm completely overexposed right now. Well, too late to change that now.